Imagine a war so massive that it touched nearly every corner of Earth. A war where entire cities disappeared overnight, where millions of families waited for loved ones who never came home. This was World War II, a conflict that lasted from 1939 to 1945 and became the deadliest war in human history. By the time it ended, between 70 and 85 million people were dead. Soldiers, children, mothers, entire generations gone. After World War I, Germany was broken. Its economy collapsed, millions lived in poverty, and anger spread across the country. Into this chaos rose Adolf Hitler. He promised power, revenge, and the return of German pride. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war. The Second World War had begun. The war spread faster than anyone imagined. Germany stormed across Europe, Japan expanded across Asia and the Pacific, and nations across the world were pulled into the conflict. Bombers darkened the skies, tanks crushed entire cities. Battles were fought on land, sea, and air. Civilians became targets. Cities like London, Dresden, Hiroshima, and Tokyo faced devastating destruction. People no longer feared just soldiers, they feared the sky itself. The Soviet Union suffered more than any other nation. An estimated 27 million Soviet citizens died during the war. Entire villages vanished. Cities were reduced to rubble. The Battle of Stalingrad alone became one of the bloodiest battles in history. Starvation, bombings, mass executions. The Eastern Front became a machine of death. But World War II was not only a military conflict. It also became one of history's greatest crimes against humanity. Under Nazi rule, millions of Jewish people were systematically murdered during the Holocaust. Men, women, children, taken from their homes, separated from families, and sent to camps designed for death. By the end of the war, around 6 million Jews had been killed. In August 1945, the world witnessed a new kind of destruction. The United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In seconds, entire neighborhoods vanished. Tens of thousands died instantly. Many more suffered for years from radiation sickness and injuries. The war didn't only destroy lives, it destroyed economies. Factories burned, infrastructure collapsed. Entire countries were left in ruins. Historians estimate the total financial cost of World War II exceeded $4 trillion in today's value. When the war finally ended in 1945, the world had changed forever. More than 70 million people were dead. Millions more carried invisible scars for the rest of their lives. But from the ruins, a new world slowly emerged. The United Nations was created, countries rebuilt, and humanity promised itself that such destruction should never happen again. Because World War II was not just a war. It was a warning of what happens when hatred, power, and fear are allowed to grow unchecked.